Hey sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. The 1971 Topps baseball set is known primarily for its solid black border. While it provides for a dramatic look, beyond the typical centering issues, the black borders can easily chip, making really high-grade copies hard to come by. The 1971 Topps set features rookie cards of two Hall of Famers, Ted Simmons and Bert Blyleven. In this video, I'll be showing the top 10 most valuable cards from the 1971 Topps set. I'll be ranking the cards based on their PSA 8 values and will also provide information on the prices of higher grade copies as well as the population of those grades. Now, before I get to the top 10 list, here are the cards that just missed the top 10. At number 15, the Ted Simmons rookie card. At number 14, Rich Allen, which is a high number short print. Number 13, Brooks Robinson. Number 12, the Bert Blyleven rookie card. And at number 11, Ernie Banks. So which cards made the top 10 list? I think you may be surprised at one or two of the cards. Let's go find out. All right, at number 10, we have the Raleigh Fingers. Now, this made the top 10 list most likely because it's really low population count in a PSA 8. There have only been 80 copies graded a PSA 8. Current VCP average price, $803. There have only been 5 PSA 9s, and they sell for around $4,800. There has not been a single PSA 10 graded. The last PSA 9 sale was back in November of 2021 through eBay. So who knows what a PSA 10 copy would fetch today. At number 9, the Hank Aaron. Population in the PSA 8 is 587 with a current VCP average price of $913. There have been 39 PSA 9s graded. They sell for around $10,800. There have only been 4 graded a PSA 10. The last one sold in December of 2020 through Heritage Auctions for $60,000. Based on PSA 10 sales, the Hank Aaron would rank number 2 on the top 10 list. At number 8, the Willie Maze. In a PSA 8, there are 302 graded copies. They currently sell for $1,789. There have been 12 graded a PSA 9. Last one sold for $42,000. That would put the PSA 9 ranking number 4 on the top 10 list. There have not been any PSA 10s graded, and that last PSA 9 sale was back in May of 2022 through Heritage Auction. Again, makes you wonder what a PSA 10 copy may sell for. At number 7, the Nolan Ryan. In a PSA 8, there are 593 graded copies. They sell for around $1,850. There have been 31 PSA 9s. They sell for around $26,316, placing the Nolan Ryan at number 5 based on PSA 9 values. And again, there have been no PSA 10s. Really hard to get PSA 10s graded from the 71 Topps set. The last PSA 9 sale was that $26,316 sale back in February of 2022 through Memory Lane. And number 6, the Johnny Bench. In a PSA 8, 171 copies have been graded with a current VCP average price of $1,932. There have been 8 graded PSA 9. Again, no PSA 10s of the Johnny Bench. The last PSA 9 sold for $42,000 back in May of 2022 through Heritage Auction, placing the Johnny Bench at number 4 based on PSA 9 values. At number 5, Here's a surprise, the Dusty Baker Don Baylor rookie card. Now, while they're not Hall of Famers, this is a high number short print card in the set. There are 232 graded PSA 8s. They currently sell for $2,154. There have been only 9 graded PSA 9s. None have been graded PSA 10. The last PSA 9 sold for $5,400 back in April of this year through REA auctions. At number 4, the Reggie Jackson. There are 166 graded PSA 8 copies. They sell for around $2,239. There have been 11 PSA 9s, and yes, again, no PSA 10s for the Reggie Jackson card. The last PSA 9 sold for $52,738 back in May of 2022 through Memory Lane, placing Reggie Jackson at number 3 on the list based on PSA 9 values. At number 3, the Pete Rose. Even though Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame, he continues to be a hobby favorite. Pete Rose is featured so far in many of the top 10 lists that I've been doing so far. No exception here. The number 3 spot in a PSA 8, there are 205 graded copies. Current VCP average price, $2,451. There have been 15 graded a PSA 9. They sell for around $10,200. There has been a PSA 10 graded of the Pete Rose card, but there have been no reported PSA 10 sales in the VCP database. The last PSA 9 sale was back in July of 2021 through PWCC. So if that one PSA 10 should come up for sale, who knows what that would go for. All right, number 2, the Roberto Clemente. A lot of Clemente collectors feel that this is one of his nicest cards. The color match on it is perfect with the yellow pirates, the black border, pirate colors. Just a great image there of Roberto Clemente as well. Great looking card. In a PSA 8, there are 445 graded copies. They sell for around $2,684. There have been 16 graded PSA 9. They sell for around $66,000, which would put the Roberto Clemente also in the number 2 spot for PSA 9 values. There has been one PSA 10 that last sold in August of 2016 for $71,700. You think this may be a 6-figure card if that card would come up again for sale? That PSA 10 places a Roberto Clemente in the number 1 spot for PSA 10 grades or values. And now the number 1 card, you may have figured what it is. It's the Thurman Munson, his second year card, that rookie cup, just an iconic card and image of Thurman Munson. Extremely popular card in the hobby. In a PSA 8, there have been 127 graded copies. They sell for, on average, $4,132. There have been 5 PSA 9s. The last one sold in August of this year, a couple months ago, through Heritage Auction for $192,000, placing the Thurman Munson at the number 1 spot for PSA 9 copies. And of course, those PSA 9s are the highest grade copy of the Thurman Munson because there have been no PSA 10 graded copies. Well, there you go. The top 10 most valuable cards from the 1971 Topps baseball set based on PSA 8 values. Were you surprised that Raleigh Fingers made the top 10 list? What about that Dusty Baker and Don Baylor rookie card? We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. With that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.